Brent recently started flight school because apparently dominating landscape, building playgrounds, and aggressively networking at coffee shops still left him with free time. Welcome to Between Two Azaleas, the only interview show where one man asks questions and the other man accidentally starts 3 new businesses before lunch.
Guilty.
I'm Tommy Newton, Director of Enhancements and Irrigation for Outdoor Living, and today's guest is Brent Moore, owner of the largest landscape company in Valdosta, Georgia, CrossFit enthusiast, playset salesman, future pilot, and living proof that LinkedIn posts can become human beings. Thanks for being here, Brent.
Thanks for having me, Tommy.
You've built Outdoor Living into one of the biggest landscape companies in South Georgia. What's the secret?
Man, it's early on. My secret has always been under promise and over deliver. And, it's just one of the things that we've stood by for years is, just making sure that we communicate to the customer what we're going to bring to them, and then, making sure that we deliver that product ahead of schedule or better than they expected.
Interesting. I assumed it was caffeine and mild panic.
Hey man, I love a good Jocko.
The company has grown a lot over the years. Do you ever slow down?
Yeah, the last, 15 minutes of my run, I'll usually slow down to about 8, 9-minute pace, but usually I'm faster. And then when I sleep, I like to sleep, 6 hours a night, 7, good night. So that's when I slow down.
That's true, I guess. Brent treats rest like it's a rumor started by weak people.
Yeah, I'd say so.
What's it like being recognized around Valdosta?
I mean, it has its perks, Just wish I could get more discounts places, but, it drives my wife nuts. She's like, my goodness, do you have to talk to everybody?
Sounds about right. I watched Brent get recognized at a gas station one time. The guy said, "Hey, Brent," and somehow left with a quote for drainage work. You network like a Labrador retriever on espresso. Outdoor Living is now one of the largest landscape companies in Valdosta, which means, statistically speaking, Brent has probably cut grass within 100 feet of your home.
At least, yeah.
Maybe while explaining company culture to someone who didn't ask.
Yeah, I try to make sure I communicate that pretty clearly.
So I think we covered this in the last episode, but I wanted to get your take on it one more time. How would you describe your leadership style?
I would say consistent. I'm very consistent in how I lead, and then making sure that each and every day we try to operate to the same standards, to the same way that we do things, so that I don't leave anybody guessing. I want to make sure that everybody's clear on their roles and their expectations, and and then just make sure that any way that I can help, that I'm available as well. Yeah.
So would you say you lead from the front of the pack?
I like the 30,000 foot view.
No.
It's the other reason I'm trying to get my pilot's license. Just the other day I was flying with a friend of mine and was able to fly over VSU where we were doing some work at, and I was able to take a picture and send it to the crew and show them, hey man, y'all doing a great job. It looks good from 30,000 feet. We was actually only at about 7,000, I think, though.
Yeah. This is mostly because Brent physically cannot sit still long enough to lead from anywhere else but the front or the top. You're very optimistic, almost aggressively optimistic. Have you ever looked at completely overbooked week and thought, maybe we should slow down?
No. Why would you do that?
Correct. That was a trick question.
Oh. Yeah, no. I just keep going, man. It's just It's like the Energizer Bunny, you know.
So I kind of feel like I'm in a daycare here. Let's discuss play sets, custom play sets.
Yeah.
Because apparently regular backyards weren't ambitious enough.
No, so we have some amazing play sets that we sell here. Swing Kingdom is the brand that we sell, and it's a phenomenal product. I mean, I can show you. I mean, you can just look at the quality here. We've had this thing for 7 or 8 years now, and you know, sometimes we take it outside, but it's, you know, good pressure treated lumber wrapped in a polymer plastic. You know, it's heavy duty, 20-year warranty, like legit. Like your grandkids could play on this. You know, hopefully one day you'll have grandkids. You know, but yeah, I mean, and then the other good thing is you know, if for some reason you get some mold mildew on there, you'll just spray it down with some bleach, rinse it off with a water hose, and it's clean. You know, for the crunchy moms out there, I'm sure they sell some product on one of those multi-level sales sites that you could spray on there to clean it better.
Absolutely.
But
Nothing.
yeah, but I mean, feel that right there. Just feel that. I mean, that's solid, and it's custom colors as well. I mean, you got a wood grain.
Classic.
You know, that's more of your Cadillac version. You know, like wood grain on the dash in your vehicles.
Brings me back to the early 80s.
Yeah, but I bet it'll look good in your backyard. You live on a lake, so I mean, I think it'd look good. Function good there.
Nothing creates family memories like assembling a wooden fortress in July humidity.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about it is the family doesn't even have to assemble it. Like, we handle that for y'all. And so that's the beautiful art of it. It's Outdoor Living handles all of that for you. Logistics, the design process, everything. We custom built it. I mean, as small as this little area right here, all the way up to, I mean, you just go visit a couple churches here in town and see the big, beautiful swing sets we've done.
Your play sets are massive. Slides, towers, rope bridges. Some of these things look like playgrounds and more like medieval military installations and less like playgrounds.
I mean, something you gotta have fun on, you know. You make it like a dude perfect type swing set, or you can do you know, like a little quaint backyard garden swing set for your little kid to swing on.
So it's mostly a go big or go home sort of thing.
So I live my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also Brent's approach to scheduling and blood pressure.
My blood pressure's fine. You know why? Because I exercise. And I sleep 6 or 7 hours a night. Somewhere in there.
Do kids test the play sets before installation?
Sometimes we've had them come up here to the office and swing on them.
Do you test them personally?
I don't. Yeah. I mean, I've tested 1 or 2 over the years, but no, I don't play. I quit school because I had recess, so I don't play around, man. Got work to do.
Well, that checks out.
Yeah.
Now the flying lessons. Brent is currently getting his private pilot's license, which feels unnecessary. Because if there's one thing people want more of, it's Brent moving faster. What inspired you to fly?
Well, I mean, you kind of did. You've talked to me about it over the years, and you know, then I've got some good friends, you know, that I've began flying, you know, and just talking through it with them, and then, you know, just being able to go to, you know, move here and there quicker, you know, so I can be back to work faster, so I can, you know, go visit the family or whatever it may be. But it's mobilization purposes, I would say, for sure. Be able to move faster, more economically. I wouldn't say more economically, actually, but you know what I mean. Like, get me there and back, you know. I can, you know, go to our Brunswick office. I mean, we just bought the office in Brunswick. So, I mean, I can be there in an hour, you know, where it's 2.5 hour drive before. So I can be there, Tallahassee, Gainesville, Warner Robins next year when we get over there, and Savannah, and then we got Tampa coming up,
Tampa.
within the next couple of years. Jacksonville. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason that it says Southeast.
A lot of places.
10 is the goal. Yep, and then Dallas will be number 11. Because
Wow.
Texas is now in the Southeast.
Mm.
They decided they want to join the Southeast Conference.
Sounds like you have a Ricky Bobby complex.
He first, you last.
Interesting. Most people buy a fishing boat during a midlife crisis, and Brent chose FAA regulation.
Boats are too expensive. And luckily, I'm not going through a midlife crisis. Just growth.
So how's flight
Hockey
school
stick.
going?
It's been going pretty good, man. The the first one was a little rocky. I went in the middle of the day, and I ended up getting sick. But all my flights since then have been great. My instructor said I'm doing phenomenal. And so, yeah, the takeoffs are equal to the amount of landings. Yep.
It's always a good thing.
Yep.
So, do you think learning to fly has changed you?
I mean, every day I wake up changed, man. And so I would say it's just an evolution of Brent. I mean, I don't even know what version we're on now. It's 24.7 or something like that. But yeah, that's if you're not growing, you're dying. My grandma taught me that at a young age. When my grandpa would always tell her, "You're working me to death, Leora." She'd say, "If you stop, you're gonna die." And so that's what I've lived by. And so yeah.
Okay, let's go to rapid fire. You ready?
Yeah.
Favorite hobby?
I can't really talk about that. My wife would kill me, but I mean,
Least surprising answer in human history.
hunting and fishing. We'll say that.
Biggest weakness?
Squatting. Yeah, can't squat a lot, but doctor told me one time, "Why do you need to squat 400 pounds?"
First honest answer of the day. Dream goal?
10 locations, 500 team members, 1,000 lives changed.
And eventually purchasing neighboring counties.
I mean, might try to start with buying Lowndes County, but I would definitely go west, not east, if I did start buying other counties. I like Brooks County. And that's west, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm Tommy Newton, Director of Enhancements and Irrigation. He's Brent Moore, the only man who turned landscaping into a regional empire. Then looked around and said, "You know what this operation needs? Air traffic clearance." Brent, final thoughts?
Man, Tommy, I'm just thankful that you had me on here again, and and I'm thankful for what you do for the organization and how much you've helped us grow it to be able to expand into other regions and into aviation. And just very blessed to be part of this organization. Sorry, my phone keeps going off. It's just another day.
Good night, South Georgia.
Good night, Tommy.